Hi everyone, this is Paul Lang from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending August 1st of 2021 and the stock was VALE, V-A-L-E. The date it occurred was on Friday the 30th. This was based on a Tier 2 gap with a 5-minute DTS breakdown. As an entry, the management was advanced and the reward to risk 3.1 to 1 averaged out over 3 targets. As usual, before we get going, what's for free members this week? There's nothing going on for free members this week. As it says, it is filled with 3 events for DTS Seminar Program members. That kind of fills up the week. But remember, you can always visit the DTS Free Stuff page, the absolute best free site out there for traders, and it is something you could spend an entire week on and still not get finished. Remember, if you visit there, that there is an archive page. Only the most recent videos are on the site at the moment. This is the daily chart of VALE, and this is actually on my watch list that morning before it had a gap because it simply was this major resistance daily chart. I really like setups like this. I like to get in there with a tight little entry, even as it makes a new high sometimes. But what happened this day was it ended up on the gap list. When I see something on the gap list, it's also on my regular watch list, and naturally I kind of like it. This ended up gapping down a significant amount down to here that particular morning, which actually made the entry kind of cloudy as to what to do, but luckily the stock helped out in this case. This is the hourly chart. You can see it gapped right to that daily pivot, so that made it a little questionable. So this is not something I was looking at doing early because it wasn't clear how much it might retrace back. But the stock helped me out because it ended up giving an entry, which I'll show you on the next chart. But here's what it did on the 60-minute chart. Had quite a decline that day, as you can see, and I got my entry not far off the high. The entry came right in there. Here you can see the entry. The stock in this situation normally should have rallied somewhat during that opening 30 minutes, and it simply got pushed down. It just never had the ability to rally. There were sellers there, so that made me come in and take that little breakdown on the 5-minute chart right in there. It turned out to be the perfect entry. Entry under 22, stop over 22.12, and I took a first target down there at 21.88 because I know this had a huge drop as it ended up by the end of the day, but it was a little cloudy early in the morning, and then second target down there, and third target was end of the day. What I try and do every day, or almost every day, is to pick a stock that's going to be the home run trade, where I'm not going to take anything early and just hope I get that whole move to the end of the day. I didn't pick this one to do that. If I would have, that single target walk away end of day would have made the entire week's profit, so it was a heck of a good trade. But with the third exit at the end of the day, it averaged out to just over 3 Rs. Still a great trade, nothing to complain about. Here's the 1-minute chart that gives you a little better view of that entry. We opened right there, and there's that little breakdown entry that I ended up taking that you saw on the 5-minute chart. Target 1, target 2, and of course target 3 is way off the chart because it was down around 21 at the end of the day. If you like trades like this, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. We like to get the job done, and during the opening hour, 90 minutes or so, I often leave things open for the day and managing, but generally we get things done. Sometimes I will come back to take a look at lunch if the situation calls for it. You always get a watch list, and then we take the opening 30 minutes to zoom down and try and get the favorites that are out there and find those entries that we can do during the opening 5 to 60 minutes of the trading day. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.